Hello readers, and thank you for joining me for lesson number 2 of our VCCV multisyllabic words, closed two-syllable words. Multisyllabic means multi-syllables, which means more than one. So all of ours will have 2 syllables today. Now I do want to go over, before we go into how to decode and how to read these, I do want to go over some keywords that are going to help us understand what we're saying and talking about. The first one is a vowel. And we're going to represent that by a letter V. A vowel is a letter and a voiced speech sound. And there are 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U. You know these. But in closed syllables, which is what we're using this week, they all say the short sound. Can you make the short sounds? A, E, A, and sometimes Y. The next thing I want you to know is consonant. It's also a letter and a speech sound that can be voiced or unvoiced, and every letter that isn't a vowel is a consonant. Next, the word is syllable, and a syllable is either a word or part of a word with at least one vowel forming the whole part of the word. And next is the word multisyllabic. We've already said what that means. Multisyllabic is a word with more than one syllable. 2, 3, 4, 5, all multisyllabic. Next, the 2 that I want to mention today are closed syllable and open syllable. A closed syllable is a syllable with a short vowel because it's protected and guarded at the end, and we'll go over that in a minute. And an open syllable is a syllable with a long vowel. So how can you tell the difference between an open syllable or a closed syllable? Which one is it? Let's go over it. I have 2 words here. Hi, him. If you noticed when I said those 2 words that the vowel sounds different. And so what I want to do is I'm going to move myself first so you can see it, is I want to talk about them. This is an open syllable. There's nothing behind that I yet. And an open syllable ends with a vowel and makes the long vowel sound. Once I put a letter behind it, M, I've closed it, I've guarded it, I've protected it. And a closed syllable ends with a consonant, M, and makes a short vowel sound. It's protected or closed at the end. And when it's protected or closed or guarded, it makes a short vowel sound. I. Does that help? Hi, him. That's how it works. So, we're going to do some words together. Let's work on breaking some words apart. I'm not going to say what the word is. We're just going to work on breaking it apart, and then we are going to read it at the end. So we have a word right here. And if you remember from class, our first step is to do what? Do you remember? Label the vowels. So we would label the vowels. We have a vowel here and a vowel here, so we would label both of those. And once we label the vowels, we build a bridge, and we connect those 2 vowels. And I'm going to do a lot of this one for you before I wait and let you answer, although you may already know what to do. If you do, that's fantastic. After you build a bridge, we're going to put something on it. We're going to put those 2 consonants that are in between it, because there's 2. We're going to label those as consonants. Next, this is how we break words apart. So the space between the 2 consonants, that's the syllable break space. So we're going to break it apart. Now we know that both of these vowels have a letter behind it, so they're both closed syllables, which means they both make short vowel sounds. So we can sound them out. El, hell, et, met, helmet, helmet. And that helps me sound it out. Let's try another one. I bet you know this word already. But we're going to sound it out and practice it anyway. What's the first step? Label the vowels. That's correct. After we label the vowels, what do? We build a bridge. After we build a bridge, what do? We label the consonants. And we have 2 consonants there. One right there and one right here, a T and an M. After we label the consonants, do you remember where I draw the line and break it? Where does the word break? Between the consonants. That's right. So we put the blank between the T and the M. Now I can sound it out. B, at, bat, and man. Batman. Batman. I'm not Batman. Oh, of course they're closed syllables. I almost forgot that, but we still would do it the same way since they're closed. Next, we have another word. Again, what do I label first? Our vowels, that's correct. And what are our vowels? The A and the I. After I label my vowels, what do we do next? We build a bridge. After I build a bridge, do I put something on it? I do. The consonants. What are the consonants? The S and the S. And again, where do I draw my line? Between the consonants. We can look at both of these. Behind the vowel there is an S. Behind this vowel I is a C, which means they're both closed. They're both guarded and protected. They make the short vowel sounds. K, ol, ass, class, ick, sick. Classic. Classic. What do I do first? I label the vowels. That's right. What are the vowels? U and I. That's correct. What do I do next? I build a bridge. What do I put on the bridge? The consonants. And what are the consonants? The B and the L. And where do I break the word? Between the consonants. And now both vowels have a letter behind it. What does that mean they are? Open or closed? They are closed because they have letters behind it, protecting and guarding them, which means they make the what kind of sound? Short vowel sound. That's correct. And I can sound that out. Pub, ul, ick, lick. Public. Public. Next, we're going to review some sounds we've already learned this year, and then we're going to do some silent blending and see if you can read some words on your own. Make these sounds with me, please. Cool. Sn. Sh. Sw. W. Ing. Or. I. A. Oo. All right, you ready for some silent blending? Remember, don't say the word until I have the whole thing up. Himself. Sunfish. Upset. Pigpen. Fossil. Tennis. Rabbit. Possum. Nutmeg. Submit. Tinsel. Candid. How'd you do? I bet you're using those things you've learned and figuring those words out pretty quick, and I'm pretty proud of you for that. Guys, thanks for joining me again. Until next time, happy reading.